You're watching WECT News.
Katherine Godwin stopped by our television station a few weeks ago. It was her first visit here in many years. At 96 years young, Katherine is a big part of WECT's history. Shortly after the station signed on the air as WMFD-TV in 1954, she had an idea and went to the station's boss with it. It made Katherine one of the pioneers of local TV.
I tried to make it educational and entertaining, both, and that isn't easy.
No. The history on the walls here at WECT is a trip back in time for Katherine Godwin. After all, she lived it. In 1954, weeks after the station first signed on the air, she went to Channel 6's general manager with an idea.
I was in Virginia, and there was a lot of children's shows on, and Johnny was carried away with my little son. And when we got back home, I finally mustered up enough energy. I asked Mr. Dunley if he had anything planned for children, a children's show. And he said, no, but are you interested? And right off I said, yes. I don't know how, but I didn't even hesitate. I said, yes, I am. And anyway, that's the way it got started.
Katherine's idea turned into Kiddie Time, and the program quickly became a huge success. Moms, dads, teachers, church groups, all would bring children to the studio to be with Miss Katie. What started as a live 15-minute show soon grew to an hour every weekday. The kids learned about safety. They had birthday parties. They took rides on the chug-tug boat and heard Miss Katie talk through her magic mirror.
She didn't have a glass in it. It was just a wooden frame of a mirror so that I could look and see the children and tell them things. Parents would tell me things they wanted to talk to the children. And I would tell them about biting fingernails and just different things with the magic mirror.
Oh. The kids also came to see Miss Katie's special friend, Honey Bunny.
The first thing I remember is when Katherine called me and said, would you like to be Honey Bunny? And I thought, what is a honey bunny?
Annell Kirkland was a 16-year-old student at New Hanover High School and knew Katie from their church. She played the character of Honey Bunny for several seasons, helping children be good listeners and leading them on the bunny hop.
I think about how wonderful it was with the children. They were so receptive, wide eyes, curious, and back in that day, none of them would have said, but you're not a real bunny, because they thought I was.
Oh, really?
In their mind, I was a real bunny. I didn't talk.
Annell left the show after 3 years to go to college. She lives now in Myrtle Beach. Kiddie Time later changed to Katie's Cabin and continued to run on WECT into the 1960s. The two former stars had not seen each other in person in decades until we hosted a surprise reunion.
I'm your honey bunny.
My goodness gracious. Oh, a little honey bunny. I'm so glad to see you.
Do you know how long it's been, Katie?
How long?
Yes.
A long time, honey.
60 years.
60 years?
Since we've been together.
Has it?
And it flew by, didn't it?
Well, some days I feel it. Some days.
Miss Katie and Honey Bunny spent the afternoon telling Kiddie Time stories.
Here we are, and guess what we were doing?
We were in the parade.
The Azalea Festival.
Remembering that the kids at home thought they lived in TV land.
Ran up to me and said, Miss Katie, how did you get out of my TV? That's so cute.
And what did you say?
I said, it was magic. I couldn't think of anything else to say.
Worked.
And it worked.
And looking back on how, in the earliest days of Wilmington television, they blazed a trail for others to follow.
Because we were the beginning.
Yeah,
it
we
just kind of came natural.
That's what I was, it was just.
I didn't even think about us being on television and everybody seeing us. It was just,
what we did.
Yeah, those good days, Annell.
Yes, yes. And today's a good day.
Yeah.
We're blessed.
Katherine worked here at WECT for many years after her Katie's Cabin show ended. She did commercials, worked with the sales folks, until leaving here in the early 80s. Annell went from being Honey Bunny to have a long career in media, working in radio and TV before she retired in Myrtle Beach. These two women helped build WECT into the legacy television station it continues to be 70 years later.